So if you're ready, we are going to move on to the night. I think this is night 7 of the World Junior Tag League. I have it written down here.
Correct.
Yeah, that's it. Night 7 World Junior Tag League, and the next one's the night 7 of the World Tag League because there's only 2 left.
Oh, okay.
That was night 6. Yeah, because there's 2 left on each one. Yeah, I'm not crazy. So
debatable.
We're going to start out with Kevin Knight and Kushida taking on Chris Bay and Ace Austin. Already mathematically eliminated are Kushida and Kevin Knight with only 2 points. Ace Austin and Chris Bay actually are on top of the division right now with 10 points going into this match. Great match overall. In the end, Bay did get ultimate finesse onto Knight, and Ace Austin hit the fold, and Chris Bay pinned Kevin Knight to get the win. But again, absolutely phenomenal opener. The athleticism off all 4 of these guys is absolutely tremendous. And then, go ahead. The way Knight Ronald Bay off the top rope, and again, when he leaps up, he latches the thighs onto your head, not just grabs you with the feet, and rotted him off. And then proceeded to hit the electric chair drop kick onto Bay, where like Kushida put him in. And when he drop kicks him, he's up that high. He's kicking him in the chest. Like Okada, man, you don't got the top drop kick anymore, man. It's all about Kevin Knight now, man. It really is.
Everyone's coming for Okada's spots, man. He's gotta reevaluate a few things there. The Dermis Destroyer that Ace Austin and Chris Bay have kind of maybe borrowed from Ishimori and ELP. Endlessly disgusting to me. I just hope that their nails are taken care of and not, long like mine. I don't know if you got the same thing I did out of this match. A little bit of heat that I was picking up between Kushida and Austin, particularly at the end there. Not
a little bit.
Yeah, no, I don't know if it's just maybe there's that they were doing it for the match to help to the intensity of the match or drive that, or maybe we're just getting to a point where everyone's a little aggravated with each other at the end of these tournaments. We don't know, but I felt that it did kind of add to the overall feel and intensity of the match. Definitely made Kushida and Knight feel like they were really, really fighting to kind of earn these points. There was one point where there's a lot of knee kicking that I got very uncomfortable with, where the kicking was coming towards the knee and buckling it backwards. My biggest concern, obviously, hyperextension there. Knee injuries, very, very hard to recover from and take a long time to recover from. So just take care of our knees there, guys. Last thing I wanted to say was there was a cutter spot that looked really, really super cool, but there was the typical North American style prolonged setup for it that I did not like, where everyone gathered and they were standing there and they were just like, "Kumbaya, my lord." Just play something around. You guys are experienced enough, figure something out, muck with each other, distract each other, do something to make that look a little bit more organic. Otherwise, I felt that this was a fantastic opener to start off the rest of this show, because I really couldn't pick a favorite match on this show. It was so lit from start to finish.
Well, there's one I could easily not pick, but that was. But there's 4 really good matches on the show, and it was hard to pick. I think I just went with my heart on my pick. I'll tell you that right now. We're gonna move to the next match of the evening, and as Wild Hips, Clark Connors and Taguchi taking on Flying Tigers, Robbie Eagle and Tiger Mask. The first note I have in here, actually, the first note is both teams are mathematically eliminated. The next note is beer, beer, beer. Oi, oi, oi. Robbie Eagle started doing a chant, because this was a cheering crowd. He started doing a chant of Robbie, 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 oi, oi, oi. You get the crowd to do it like a few times. And this is where Connors and Taguchi started going, beer, 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 oi, 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 as they're holding the beers in their hand and drinking them. I absolutely laughed at that. That was just absolutely phenomenal. But again, we got a lot of more pants down underoos out. Let's smash people in the face with our undie butts. Again, you got a lot of that again in the undie butts. Gotta make it funny. In the end, Connors pulled his pants down, but Tiger Mask stopped the butt smash. Then Taguchi tries, but Tiger stops it, and the ref goes, and he goes for the roll up, but Connors hits he does like a roll over, like a sunset flip onto Taguchi, but Connors hit the bum-a-a to Tiger Mask, which sent Taguchi rolling up onto Tiger and his butt in his face, and he got the win. So Wild Hips picking up another 2 points here. Absolutely funny. And after the match, they decided to thong their underwear all weird, like pull it into their ass crack for some weird ass reason. I don't know.
You know what they did there? They did the Rhea Ripley thing where they inserted the underwear up the butt, and then the second part of the underwear was actually underneath the butt cheeks. So we got a butt lift on both of these guys.
Don't need to see that on
more
either
of
of these.
Taguchi's butt than I wanted to. I could see more of Connor's butt. I'm not going to complain about that.
And then they're having their beer, and they give one to Robbie Eagles after the match, and then they offer some to Tiger. He doesn't want a beer, so they just pour some in his hand, and he wipes it on his face. He wipes it on his face to get the smell of Taguchi's butt off. He'd rather smell beer than smell Taguchi's butt.
Well, wouldn't you?
Yeah, very much so.
I don't even like beer. There was one point where I did want to mention Taguchi was luring Connors at one point where he had just gotten wrecked pretty much. He was luring Connors into the corner to do a tag with his beer, like, come on, come get it. And Connors just crawling along. It really is like his beer is like his spinach and he's Popeye. It's fantastic. But the one spot that made me just laugh my butt off was the hip attacks that Taguchi was doing on Eagles and Tiger.
Oh, like back and forth?
Yeah, it started with Eagles and then went to Tiger and then went to Eagles and Tiger. And then Connors was holding them, doing a move that I'm calling the hippie shakes, where he was supposed to be doing hip attacks, but it just looked like he was doing a Shakira dance. And then Taguchi then being attacked, Taguchi attacking his own partner after Mask and Eagles were able to reverse
he backed up into his face.
And giving Clark Connors a very nice Brazilian lap dance from his own partner. That was fun. That was the fun part of this match for me. It's just butts and faces, butts and faces, butts and faces. As long as it's not my face.
I know what you mean. Again, great match. Like, honestly, both these teams absolutely phenomenal. But sadly, both are neither has a shot at getting into the finals at this point now. So moving on to the next match, we have the team of Titan and Bushi from Los Ingobernables de Japón taking on Dick Togo and Show from House of Torture. House of Torture are mathematically eliminated. Titan and Bushi want to keep picking up points because they want to stay in contention to get to that second place, because I don't know if they can get the first, because I think Bay and Austin might have that. There's it's still really close in this. It's still really close right now. So this was one of the better matches from Show and Togo. Like, when I saw them wrestle Catch 22, again, it was actually a really good match. This, again, working with Titan Bushi, even with the cheating crap that they did in this, it was still quite a good in-ring match. There's still shots in the balls, things like that. Just, you really don't need to see in every single House of Torture match. But again, in the end, the one spot for LJ that where they do the drop kick, where Titan does a drop kick off the second, and Bushi does the spine buster. I love that. I really, really do. In the end, though, Bushi and Titan hit the MX stomp combo, and Bushi pinned Togo for the win.
I think I actually sent you a message about what they've been calling that. I think it's the Immortal stomp that they've been calling
Yeah,
their
we'll write that
finish.
down.
I send you a lot of crap on Instagram, and that
Yeah,
was
and
where
I
it
miss half
was.
of it.
That's the problem with this girl being the social marketer. She sends a crap ton of a lot of crap that might
Send it
not be
through
useful.
Facebook Messenger. I'll see it better. Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Though this match, it was actually one of the better matches that we got out of House of Torture in this tournament for all the cheating that they did do. Um, I just wanted to point out the mask that Teton was wearing tonight. I think is my favorite mask that I've seen on this entire tournament, which is incredible because he's had a lot of really fun, extravagant masks. This one was in like comparison to like the one in the image right here, very very tame, actually more comparable to Bushi's. But the color of it, I felt was very very matchy. I really liked how it looked on him. It was like that maroon kind of color with a yellow gold accenting. Looked really,
Yeah.
really sharp on him. Something I also noticed, I don't know if you did, Andre, at the beginning when House of Torture usually does their like too sweet thing, instead of doing a too sweet, they did a cigarette thing. And I found that very suspect. We've been speculating a little bit that, maybe House of Torture should not or is not considered an affiliate of Bullet Club anymore. To be honest, I mean, I've not considered them a Bullet Club faction, and
Truth.
I've never considered them a full Bullet Club faction. So I personally would like to see this continue. It almost angers me when I see them throw up a too sweet because I'm like, you don't deserve that. So what were you going to say there, Andre?
I can't remember if it was night 1 or 2 when Chase Owens was on commentary. He did say that they're still paying them, giving them their money, the merch money. So, being that they're still paying them merch money, they're still part of Bullet Club.
So I
He
would say
said, as
if
long
you're
as the
going to be a
as
part
long
of my club, you wear something that says Bullet Club or you throw up my hand signal. If you're not throwing up either one of those, I don't think you deserve a royalty check. That's just
he
my
Clark
opinion.
Chase said they're still paying the royalties, so they're still in the club. So,
Well, Chase Owens, deliver a message to your good friend Jay White to maybe
who knows?
reevaluate some team members here on the weakest link.
Let's hope.
Yeah, oh yeah, and also Desperado on commentary for this match. That was fun.
I have no idea. I don't pay attention to commentary because I don't understand them.
The only thing I did want to note on with this one, it bothers me a lot. I've mentioned it before. I love seeing faction unity. I hate that House of Torture has been the example of it in this tournament. I don't like how they've been doing it in that they come out and they're are trying to be a deciding factor in the matches that they do. But it pisses me off when I see, Teton and Bushi being beat up by Evil and Yujiro, and I see no Sonata and Naito, or even Shingo. I get that
Or
they want
Hiromu.
to, yeah, anybody, literally anybody at this point. And the same thing with Chaos. We see Yujiro and Evil, same thing, but we don't see Yoshihashi or Goto. I understand that there's a certain degree of honor in defending yourself and being able to take care of yourself in situations like that. But these are your team members. If you would not want to be getting your ass kicked in a 4-on-1 beatdown, maybe go through the, flow chart in your head of, okay, the littlest guy in our group is getting beat up by the biggest one in another, maybe we should do something. But that's just me.
In reality, it's just, yeah, I get it, and none of it makes any sense. Anything House of Torture makes no sense in these days. So
there's that audio out there that's making the rounds from that comedian. It doesn't make fucking sense. It doesn't. House of Torture doesn't.
Not even in the slightest.